whether you love him or hate him, you gotta respect his commitment to his craft. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 insane Tom Cruise stunts. Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we're breaking down the most epic, the most badass, and the most dangerous stunts to date in the career of Tom Cruise. Number 10. Almost getting stabbed in the eye. Mission Impossible 2. In this film's climactic fight scene, IMF agent Ethan Hunt finds himself locked in a battle to the death with antagonist Sean Ambrose. After some truly vicious hand-to-hand combat, Ambrose pulls out a knife and leaps at Hunt, who manages to stop it from turning his eyeball into a kebab at literally the last possible second. And while director John Woo wasn't exactly thrilled to hear that Cruise wanted to do the stunt himself, he must have been pleased with the final result, which makes it perfectly clear whose eyeball is on the line. If we are to glean anything from this scene, it's that not all stunts require car chases or explosions to be considered insane.
Go ahead. Use a Hunt. It's not a bad way to go.
Number 9. Almost getting decapitated. The Last Samurai. To prepare for his role in The Last Samurai, Tom Cruise underwent multiple months of martial arts training, a fact that is not hard to discern while watching the film. However, something that is hard to see is that Cruise was almost decapitated when a mechanical horse malfunctioned. The scene called for Cruise and Japanese actor Hiroyuki Sanada to charge at each other on robo-horses, with Sanada's horse stopping at a specific mark to ensure Cruise's head remained atop his shoulders. Alas, the horse must have blown a fuse, because Sanada, and more importantly his sword, kept going. And when it finally stopped, it was just inches from Cruise's neck. Talk about a close call. Number 8. Car Chase, Jack Reacher.
Suspect is headed north on State Route 65 and he backed up on air support.
In the Jack Reacher novels, Reacher is described as being 6'5" and 250 pounds. As such, fans were not exactly thrilled to hear that Tom Cruise, who stands at just 5 feet 7 inches, would play the iconic character in the cinematic adaptation. However, Cruise more than made up for the height disparity by performing all of his own driving stunts in the film's adrenaline-fueled chase sequence. To call this stunt dangerous would be a gross understatement, as it not only required Cruise to pull off a handful of high-speed maneuvers, but also required him to smash into walls and cars while dodging oncoming traffic. If only he did Uber. Number 7. Holding his breath for 3 minutes. Underwater. Mission Impossible Rogue Nation. The 5th entry in the MI franchise may as well have just been called Mission Impossible Tom Cruise Does a Bunch of Insane Stunts. In order to accurately pull off a single long take in which Cruise's character attempts to steal a secure file from an underwater vault, the action star straight up learned how to hold his breath underwater for 3 minutes. As if that weren't already mind-boggling enough, stunt coordinator Wade Eastwood claims that Cruise pushed his own physical limitations even further, learning to hold his breath for 6 whole minutes. You know what? The jury's still out on whether or not Cruise is part fish.
You see what I tell you? Difficult? Absolutely.
Number 6. Hanging on a Wire. Minority Report. Steven Spielberg's sci-fi noir takes place in a futuristic world, one in which the police can stop crimes before they're even committed. Cruise plays John Anderton, a pre-crime officer who goes on the run after being accused of future murder. While being chased by a group of jetpack sporting officers, Cruise's character must make a tough decision: take a leap of faith or be arrested. Obviously, he goes for the former, and to pull it off, Cruise was suspended with the help of an 80-foot rig and dropped at high speed towards another stuntman. With the help of more than a mile's worth of cables, Cruise was dropped, then dragged across a massive soundstage. That must have hurt. Number 5. Rock Climbing, Mission Impossible 2. How do you reintroduce a character like Ethan Hunt to filmgoers after a 4-year absence? By having him free climb a section of Dead Horse Point State Park, of course. Despite the concerns of the studio, Cruise insisted on doing the extremely dangerous stunt himself, and without a safety net. All he had was a harness and a few cables that were digitally removed in post-production. Even so, the stunt was so stressful that director John Woo refused to watch. At one point, Cruise tore a muscle in his shoulder while jumping 15 feet from one section of rock to another. The final result is a scene so thrilling, it gives us goosebumps. Number 4. Halo Jump, Mission Impossible Fallout.
The Halo Jump is a sequence Tom and I have been talking about for a number of years.
This stunt has been in the back of Tom Cruise's mind for years. And now that he's established himself as Hollywood's preeminent actor / stuntman, he was finally able to convince the studio to allow him to try it. A high-altitude low opening, or halo jump, is used by military personnel to sneak into a country undetected, and requires them to jump from a height of 25,000 feet, only opening their parachutes when they reach 2,000 feet. To pull it off, Cruise made over 100 jumps from a C-17 aircraft supplied by the United Arab Emirates. By successfully accomplishing this stunt, Cruise became the first actor to do a halo jump on camera.
We needed the UAE. Had they not stepped in, we would not have been able to accomplish the sequence.
Number 3. Plane sequence, The Mummy.
I'm sorry.
The Mummy may not have hit the mark with critics, but you'd be hard-pressed to argue that this scene, in which a plane dramatically crashes to the earth, is not worth the price of admission. Initially, the scene was supposed to be filmed using wires and a rotating set, until Tom Cruise stepped in. He insisted that it be shot inside the Vomit Comet, a zero-gravity weightlessness simulator that more than lived up to its name during filming.
You can do this! You can do this!
64 takes and a whole lot of puking later, and they had their shot. Acting in these conditions must have been brutal, but as per usual, Tom Cruise managed to pull it off. Number 2. Hanging on to the side of a plane during takeoff. Mission Impossible Rogue Nation.
If something went wrong, I can't get into the airplane till we land.
That's how Tom Cruise illustrated just how hazardous this stunt was during a behind-the-scenes featurette for Rogue Nation. And he's right. This stunt was so insane, so death-defyingly dangerous, that Cruise did it 8 times. That's how long it took them to get the perfect shot.
Open the door!
As he clings to the side of the aircraft, Cruise can only watch as his legs begin to flail about helplessly, overpowered by wind, as the plane ascends to 5,000 feet. If you're wondering how this didn't take the top spot on our list, just wait. We've got something even crazier to show you.
That's the wrong door!
Before we unveil our number 1 pick, here are some honorable mentions.
Airtime?
Number 1. Climbing the Burj Khalifa, Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol.
25 minutes to door knock.
Standing 2,722 feet tall, the Burj Khalifa in Dubai is the world's tallest structure. So naturally, Tom Cruise felt the need to run, climb, slide, and rappel down its exterior from hundreds of floors up while filming Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol. Being suspended over 1,000 feet in the air would make most people cry for their mamas. But behind-the-scenes footage shows a totally chilled-out Cruise tackling the stunt as if he were part bird. The stunt was deemed so dangerous that Cruise's insurance company forbid him from doing it. So he fired him and hired a new one. He has come a long way since Oprah's couch.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo and subscribe for new videos every day.